Greetings and salutations and welcome to the Life Jacket Lecture. Yes, this is your airline stewardess and steward speaking. We have some issues for you, so let's watch a little in-house demonstration just for you. Here we go.
Coincidentally, this is the perfect place to find your life jacket.
Life jackets are easy to put on while seated. All you need to do is remove it from the pouch. Put it over your head, clip the straps together and pull it tight like this. This rig tab inflates the jacket.
So don't pull it until you're leaving the aircraft.
If it doesn't inflate enough, you can blow into the mouthpiece.
And we'll be on hand to provide life jackets for babies if needed.
If you find yourself wanting to smoke while on board.
So, what has that got to do with it? This is your life jacket. It is the textbook. Brendan Sweeney, Jennifer O'Reilly and Andrew Coleman, Law and Commerce. And what we want to do with our life jacket is it inflates on opening. So here we go. Opening, we have the contents of the book. What this actually will tell you is the structure of what and where everything is. As you can see, it gives you biographical reference details for your citations, and it also gives you the structure of the chapters. It gives you lists of cases and texts. But more importantly, with the chapter structure, you will find that the major headings give you the major ideas, such as source of law, sources of law being parliamentary law or judge-made law, or it also gives you the parts that are the subdivides of each of those topics. How you find case law, what is the meaning of the statement stare decisis. Also, a big issue, law is made up of two areas, cases. So, at the beginning of the book, we have a table of cases. This gives them in alphabetical order, and the first party that is named in any case name is either the plaintiff or the appellant, and the second party is the defendant or the respondent. And I've pointed those out here. In addition, it will give you the date of judgment, for example 1933 or 1973, and then it will also give you the paragraph number, which is chapter 7 paragraph 35, if you want to find the case ANZ Banking Group versus Frost Holdings Proprietary Limited. One additional issue that comes up with this is that the blank at the bottom indicates that the party mentioned, that is blank, is the same as the previous one above it. So the blank where I've put the point would identify that it's the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission versus CG Burbita Holdings Proprietary Limited. Now, the other area of law is that which is made by statutes. This can be Commonwealth or state, and you will find that there is a table of statutes in the book following the table of cases. These are both at the front of the book. So, for example here, the Australian Consumer Law is one of the first ones mentioned. It is a Commonwealth Act, and it gives you a list of paragraphs in which it has been mentioned. If you want to be more specific and you are told a particular part of the Act, then you can actually find that part and where it is mentioned by the use of the symbol PT, or you can look at the section, which is really the section that may be relevant, such as section 18, misleading and deceptive conduct, which is one that we will do in detail during the subject, and you will find that in chapter 1 at paragraph 2, but you'll also find further mention of it in chapter 3, paragraph 37. There are also subsections that may be relevant, and these are indicated section 21, open brackets 4, close brackets, open brackets B, close brackets, which is section 21, subsection 4, paragraph B. And that can be found in chapter 3 at paragraph 46. What you'll find with the general structure of how the textbook operates is that there are objectives and bits and pieces. So, the objectives are stated at the beginning of the chapter. As previously noted, the major headings are there, introduction and outline, and then why study business law. But the little grey squares give in additional insights or points for you to contemplate and think about whilst reading. When you go through the chapter, you will see that cases have been highlighted and in more detail. So they're given as what's called case summaries or vignettes. And here we have O'Dwyer and Leo Bering, Proprietary Limited, relating to a champagne cork causing damage to someone. And you can actually read those in detail. Another really useful part to the text occurs towards the end of the book. It is called the glossary of terms. This follows the last chapter, and here you will find all those legal technical words that have a legal definition and mean something to lawyers. You will find that the primary word that needs the definition, caveat emptor, is in bold, and the definition then follows, let the buyer beware, in the lower text. This is really handy, that if there is a word that you don't understand from a legal point of view, look it up here. All the words that have technical meanings are defined here. Further, after the glossary, there comes the index. Now, the index is really useful because it gives you the major topics that are discussed throughout the book, but it also gives you the subtopics. So you can look up acceptance, but then there can be issues relating to acceptance, dealing with communication of acceptance, which you'll find at in chapter 4, paragraph 36. You'll find exceptions to those rules, express ones, etc. So the index is really a great way to start if you've got a particular topic you want to look up, such as agreements, and you want to look up agreements to agree, then you could find that at paragraph 4.52 rather than having to read the whole chapter to find where agreements occur. This is sort of a wonderful part of the text. And the reason why we want to do all this is we want to use your life jacket to prevent you being stuck at sea and to make you get through the subject with glee. Okay, thank you.